Hello everyone, so this is a visual acuity comparison or analysis, and essentially what this is a metaphor or a literal comparison of analyzing your world. So this is what you are spent focusing on, and this is your degree of visual accuracy. So half of a degree is what you can see, which makes 720 units around on the x and 720 units around on the y. If you imagine a spherical polar grid, then you have to multiply to get the area. 720 by 720, you get 518,000 different units. If you analyze each unit for 3 seconds, that works out to be 18 days to get a full 360-degree analysis within the polar spherical grid. So if you wanted to use this metaphor for metaphysical analysis, you can essentially take the same grid and you could increase the time spent on each unit. So say each point on the grid specifies or relates to an idea or a concept or a hobby or a line of thought. And now this would obviously be far more than 3 because no one spends only 3 seconds thinking about something. So let's say each piece on the grid accounts for an hour. So we have 60 times 60. And that would be 21,000 days if you spend 1 hour on each piece of the grid. And then if you want to convert to years, add 65 to that, that's 59 years without sleeping. Wow. So this kind of gives you an idea of possibly how much there is to know and how much there is to explore within the universe, within your immediate universe. And as the Led Zeppelin song goes, I often stop to wonder how much there is to know. This really gives you a nice mathematical and polar visual representation of this fact. So think about, let's say, if you're climbing a tree and you're looking around 360 degrees at all of the leaves and all of the fractal branching just fluttering in the wind and the complexity of it all, and how everywhere you look on every single fractional degree within the polar coordinate plane, you see more and more detail and wonder. Even right now you can look around and see the texturing of all of the surfaces of objects and the way light bounces off of them, and just all of the really subtle details within your world that you never really stop to notice because you're not focusing on that aspect of your reality or that aspect of the universe. Hobbies and intellectual pursuits and even opinions or your worldview often follow similar patterns where you just focus on one tiny aspect of the world and just keep rehashing over and over again on that one thing. It might be, say, an imperfection on your partner's face, or a scratch on your car, or things like that. But when we look away from what normally draws our eyes and we look into a completely separate part of the world or a completely separate part of our world, and we analyze that for maybe just an hour, then we find wondrous and beautiful and novel things that truly make life worth living and make us excited to wake up tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my metaphysical, philosophical, mathematical analysis, and thank you, and have a nice day.